We are doing good. How are you today? How are you today? Come in and let's chat. Wow. Today is another nice hour to spend in the garden. Growing some things in the garden. We've got a lot going on. The clouds are heavy. Looks like it wants to rain. But welcome for 90 nights 35. I realize there's some things we need to update. Our book is still here. So I need to add, remember we started the garlic. So I need to add that to our table. And what else? For the radish, I think we had recorded, by the way. So today, normally we say we want it to rain, but now for today, at least we are happy because we need that water, at least that water level to go down. We need the ground to first drink up that water so that the flooding can stop in different areas and people can get back to their normal life. Today it did not rain. So if tomorrow also it does not rain, although I told you the sky looks like I was just outside. It looks like it wants to rain. Normally it's right now it's not dark as the way it usually is when we are not in the rainy season. It takes another color. How would I describe it? Like some dark, is it dark gray or what color? When you look outside and you're not even seeing any stars, and you know that this one perhaps in the night, but if it does not rain, at least now the ground will be dry and I'll be able to get more garden soil and containers. Wow. So how has your day been before I start working? Yesterday we did some garlic. Today I want us to work on something else. And remember, I also brought the passion fruit. It is still there. Okay, so let me get something. Wow, it's a little bit cold. So I brought my charcoal jiko just to warm me as I keep working in the garden. Now there are many things I want to work on. One, there is cabbage. There is also beets. There is the watermelon and the sugarcane. Now the sugarcane is inside here, so I will show you, because I'm thinking Today we can do something with the sugar cane. It's looking really nice. I'm hoping even the others, these other ones in the sand, enough of them will get to pop up. Although we are seeing the ones that have popped up, the roots are not so, they're not looking like so strong like the ones we have in the garden soil. And then I also got a new stick to use, because remember for the tomatoes I told you I will take them to the tomato corner. I hope my voice is not so heavy because it is cold. I hope I'm clear enough. And then yesterday, I think I was going through my videos and I remembered I never like gave a close-up look of an update of everything, of all the plants we have. I ended the stream. I ended the stream before giving like a close update of all the different plants. So today I will be able to do that. I will at least set some time just before I go off to at least give you a close look at all the plants. And so many of them, like for the tomatoes, because we already started our tomatoes in a container, so the others are supposed to go to the corner. What you have not started with you is the cabbage. The cabbage is here. What you have not started is the cabbage and also the beets. Now I don't know how, but we'll just work it out, because the issue has been the water. When it's too wet in the garden, it's so hard to work when it's too wet, because getting the garden soil is a task, and you can't even mix the garden soil well. Like, you have to prepare the area, at least prepare the containers before you get planting. For the garlic that we planted yesterday, looking good. I still have a few more, but I'd also like to do some companion planting. Companion planting is good. At least you can plant more crops. You can fit in more in a small space. And besides that, you can also keep pests away. So garlic can go well with okra. So today I'm going to add some to this okra. Garlic can also go well with eggplants. I remember the last time I planted the eggplants, I also planted some garlic, which is good. Garlic can go well with ginger. And I've remembered, I've never showed you my ginger. Oh my. I have never shown my ginger. And by the way, that is like the leftover. Like, I need to start new ginger. I need to start new ginger. Now, that one, I will show you. It's in the second block, just close to where I have the passion fruit. Now, by the way, I need to give an update about the passion fruit. Some people say passion fruit trees, others say passion fruit vine. Yes, the passion fruit. Now we've had the heavy rains. The heavy rains have I don't know, it's like it strips the soil of the nutrients, and you know, like it carries the topsoil away. So the point where I had planted the garlic, the ground where I have the succulent, it's like there's too much water at that point. Too much water till it's not looking good as it should. Now also the plant there, so it has a I don't know, it's like the leaves are falling, so it does not look vibrant the way it was when I showed you before we got the rains. I mean, these heavy rains have not been like good at all. So many things have been destabilized, but then we hope that we will return to normalcy soon. Okay, I'm back. Now, another update that I just had on the news. Remember, there's an episode, like I was really concerned about the floods that are going on. And I talked about the farms being destroyed. And now these rains are so heavy, especially in the areas that grow our staple crops, the maize and the beans, and mainly the areas that they also grow the other crops, but now our staple crops grown in like large tracts of land. Now, according to the news, they say over 3,000 acres of farmland has been destroyed. The crops that were grown in that area have been destroyed. So that means what the harvest we were expecting, because that food comes from there, and finally with going through the brokers and transportation and everything, it gets now to the city and to the suburban areas, to the different areas. Because even here my garden is in a suburban area, but I cannot grow at the moment. I cannot grow like everything I need. I've planted, by the way, I did plant corn. I have not shared a video. I have not shared a video. I will. Some cowpeas and just a little beans, some companion planting. I have not shared a video on that. I will. But then I cannot grow like to match up with our needs at the moment, because we use a lot of maize flour, we use a lot of beans, because it takes time, and then you also need to like harvest from a large area and preserve. But now I don't have that big area because I'm in a suburban place. I'm not in the countryside, in the village. At least in the village they would have like large tracts of land where at least you can grow your family supply over and over, and they save seed and they grow again and they do that, and they can survive on that. Because if they need the flour, they just the maize that they have dried, they can just mill the flour and they can be able to get the food. But now in the city, it means we are so much dependent on what is done by farmers in the countryside or villages. Now because of that destruction that has happened because of the floods, it means we have to get ready to we have to be mentally prepared to pay more for food, especially in the city. Because first of all, even for them, the food that they usually get, because they will get some, and a portion they will sell, a portion they will eat, a portion for continued production, like that. There are some of them who just regrow the seed. They just choose the best, the way I was saying yesterday. Like you just choose from your best and then you can grow again. But now if they did not even get their own portion, how are we going to expect for them now to send some to sell to the people in the city? So now I'm hoping more and more people will be able to take up gardening. You might not supply everything you need, but at least it will ease the burden when it comes to having to pay more for food. Now my containers have been outside getting the rain, but I see today I did not remove them. There is also the other trough that is outside. So today they will need some watering. Then now we can start working on today. Looks a little bit wet, a little bit dry. But the onions look really nice. Like they performed so well. Once everything is transferred and grown in the containers and everything has come up, it will be such a different picture here on the table, because you usually start slow, but then you progress so fast, and I know soon that will just be this month, because we are today is night 35. You remember how we started night 1 and there was nothing. We were just waiting for we were just waiting for the first sign of germination and sprouting. But now we have lots of green on the table. The eggplants are looking also good. For the eggplants, I know I will have extra to also just distribute around the garden, because these are so many. I will only have like a maximum of 5 for the eggplants in the containers. The rest, I will just take them to the main garden. So I want us to start working on the sugarcane, because I see there are some that look remember our sugarcane, let me just move it closer. Now, the container with the sugarcane is quite heavy. I cannot placing it on the table would be hard. Then my table is just a DIY. It's not that stable. So let me see how I will. Then we also need to update, and I will be able to see. Wow. Yes. Yeah. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Like how we started with the tiny we started with the tiny shoots, and now we can see that our sugarcane is shooting. By the way, there is another one shooting there, and I don't know if you can see. Try and turn it like this. You see this one here? You cannot see the green part, eh? There is green. Okay, I'm shade here. Let me get this one here, right here. Yes, here. And then there's another one there. This other side, I've not seen anything. But remember, it is how we had arranged the it is how we had arranged the sugar cane. We planted them horizontally. Then for the others that are still in water, just a few of them, I want to plant them vertically. The container is ready, by the way. The container is here. I got it. The container is here, ready. So it was just need to open the top and the drainage. So the container is ready. Excuse me. Then now we can plant them vertically. So we'll be able to see the difference if you plant it horizontally or vertically, which is the best. But then, because remember, for this one, this growth bud here, where this point is facing up, but the way sugarcane grows, one faces up and the other one is opposite, so that the sugarcane actually grows like this. They don't grow like on one side. So when one is up, the other one is down. So that is why I also decided to use this other method. This other method of preparing cane sets with just one growth bud or growth point. Because this means there is nothing down. So I can already see everything that has shot up. But this one, I've not seen anything for this. Here, nothing. And this one. But the rest, you can see, they have already shot up. So that's the good thing. Excuse me. That's a good thing about preparing cane sets with just one growth bud. That means also arrange them is easy. Because now for this one with the one with the two growth buds, you have to, like, say I'm choosing one with the that is strongest to face up, and the other one, because you have not cut it, it will have to face down. Or now you place it like on the side. I think there is one when we were doing the live. I think this one, For this one, you don't get to see even the growth bud because they are on the side. I decided to place it like the growth bar to be on this side and this side, so that they can, otherwise then one would be up, another one would be down. So I think they're just different methods of starting. So you just choose you choose your best, the one you prefer. But then I really like this method of starting them using the just a tray, a paper, and the garden soil. I love it because you can see that it has shot up and the roots. Now for the other one, you have to keep on changing the water, because it's like, this is sugar cane, and definitely where there is sugar, there is fermentation. So the water, you have to keep on changing the water constantly. If you leave it for long, there is some smell, because fermentation is going on. There is enough sugar to cause fermentation. So I really love, if I were to choose between the standing in water or preparing cane sets like this. And by the way, if you prepare the cane sets like this, it is unless you like find a container like something very shallow and you pack them tightly so that you can stand them in water, it becomes hard. Because let me just show you what I have. For these ones that are standing in water, you can see that it's a big container. Okay, and now if you are to cut the cane sets like just one growth bud, it would be a small piece. So standing them in water like this would be hard. When you stand them in water, you have to like make sure at least one end, you have to make sure one end is out of the water. You cannot submerge the whole piece. One end has to be out of the water, then the other end is dipped into the water. And that is how now you get the shoots. And they have shot up, but now you see there are some that have shot up, and the points where they have shot up, you see that they have no roots. Then the other part that we have the shoot. Let me just get one of them so that it's easier to. Then there are some pieces that I just put in there, like this small piece. It was just to hold the other pieces because it doesn't even have. Now see, you see this point, this one is good, but then no roots here yet. This one is also good, no roots here yet. This one is you are seeing this one has not shot up, like does not look strong like this other ones, but then here we have the roots. Then the part, this one also very tiny roots, and we see it has not shot. Now the part, the growth pointer, the bud where it has not been dipped, mostly you will see that it will shoot up, but then where it was dipped in water, you will see that the roots form. Now if you compare that, let me see if I can pull out another one slowly. You see this one, this part is not submerged. This one is the top part. The part that is submerged, you will see the nice roots, but then the shoots will be where it is not that submerged, and also here you'll see very tiny roots. This one is close to the surface, that is where you see it has roots and somehow it is coming up. But then the part that is not dipped, does not come into contact with water at all, you see that it has a good shoot. So it means if I'm to take this to the garden and to cut them in small pieces, it means some pieces will be ahead of others. There are others that would already have established the root system. Others, for this one, you will have to wait, give it some time at least to get established, even this part, although they are all good. So the small piece inside there is just this one that you see open there, is for balance, so that at least all of them, the top side is not submerged in the water. So I want to add just one piece here in the middle, because I'm seeing there's one that will come from there, there's one that will come from there. I'm not seeing any this thing was arranged like this, huh? So I want to add here so that we can like use this container really well. If you have a small space and you have that container size and you manage to like get a good harvest from this is really good. Like somebody who lives in an apartment and they can access, at least they can you can access some, you can get the container and some garden soil, which you can if you I don't think somebody can, you can order, you get some garden soil. So even if you have a small space and you see that, and you make sure that your plant is getting the water it needs, it's getting, you've placed it in a nice position, and it's getting the manure and compost, which you can also buy. Then it will be so nice. Now these small parts, it is so hard to stand them in water, but then you see I've started, all of them have shot up, all of them have roots. So this method, I would prefer this garden soil method. So I want to take just one, add it there. Maybe I will add like I'm thinking of adding like 2, but we'll just add 1 with you, because I want to give you an update of the other, a close-up look of the other plants before our hour is spent. So I want to remove 1. First a close-up look before I remove. Look at that. So 2 of them are really nice. Then here, okay, I want to get this one. All of them are nice. Okay, I will just get all of them are nice. So it means I will have to find time to just transplant them in the garden. So the ground has soaked up more than enough water till we want like the rains to stop. It has soaked up more than enough water. So I will get 1. Let me create some space here. As we create the space, like this is where it is growing. So here, let's see if we can create some space somewhere here. There is, you see this one, it is stretching from this point to this point, see here. So that is why I was just poking slowly to see where I can create some space. So right now they're just starting, so I know I'm not messing with any roots. And then all this will I will cover. With the time, you'll see that as I bring it to give just the update of what is going on, you'll see that it will be covered. I need to get some water. Looks wet, but I need to get some water. This is another one here. You see here? So this is the only space I have here. Unless I decide also, because this one is lying like this, I decide to put one at the corner. So the good thing, even as they are growing, I will just tie them together for support. Because remember, we are waiting for them to like shoot up high. I do not know the name of the variety because these are, I just bought sugarcane. And you know, if you're in a in an urban area, for you it is what has been brought there, that is what you can access. Unless now you go to you order, you send someone to the exact to some region that you know, now you know they brought a particular type that you know will take this time to maturity, or it will grow fast. There are some that take longer to grow, just depending on the area, and it also depends on the weather condition, the climatic condition of the area. Now here, this area is this is a hot and dry area, so I'm hoping they will grow fast. So I want to get some water. Let me get some water, then we can continue. Now, good thing about the one we are transplanting today, it has already shot up, so we are not like holding on for long to just see it shoot up like nice and strong. So I want us to lift it together. We lift it together so that we can see. Now, all I have in my garden, this is my DIY stuff. I don't have like anything special to use. Feels like I'm pulling apart the roots, by the way. Wow. I told you, feels like I'm pulling apart the root. Aha! Look at that. Good thing it is wet, huh? So look at that. Like for these ones, we are transplanting them with a good root system, huh? Look at that. Wow. So happy. Wow. This is nice. This is really nice. And this is the first time, by the way, I'm growing sugarcane in my suburban garden. So we are all experiencing this. If you've never grown sugarcane, you're all experiencing this like together. What I know is that it needs like a good amount of the manure, the compost, and it will do well. But I see with this soil, I'm hoping for good things. Looks really good. So I want to hold the camera. Welcome to your new home. Welcome to your new home. I'm so sorry, because you had like the roots like you know, just then got the water here. So just a little water there, and now it faces up like that. Wow, just like that. This is nice. Wow. Then once you do that, cover it. This one goes to this point here, but I'm thinking there is a one. I'll just add one at the end. Then I usually take this container outside, so at least all of them will get the sun. And as they continue shooting up, I add the more of the compost. Because now when you add wet soil, it will have to find its own balance. So you see, it looks like I added very little garden soil, but when you're adding the wet soil, it is tricky. Wow. So today is this one is good enough. I'm just going to push it in because it cannot break. It cannot break. So that one is good there. I think I will add, yes, I will show you. I will show you. Good sunlight, the composts, and compost, if you get some manure and water, is just sufficient. Because now when I added the soil here, I did not use this. This is the first time I'm using the container. That is why I'm saying the other containers, I have many containers filled, but I need to refresh them. So that this, because the soil is so compacted. So this one, we are hoping for the best. I was so happy when I finally saw some green here. Is that green really clear? Like, there is green there. It has like left this, the brown shading. Now it is shooting up straight. It was like this, huh? Let me get... so that I can give you like a really nice close-up. Yes, it was like that, huh? Lying down like that. It wasn't up straight like that. But now we see, now you can see the green. Because maybe I was trying to explain and you cannot see. There, and then there's another one, right there. Really tiny. But I know, they all started tiny like that. But if you touch this thing, it is harder. Like really strong. It is so strong. So our new baby is here. Welcome to your new home. So that is the update for the sugarcane. Now, this is the garlic we planted yesterday. Just pushing them in. Started, they also have, so they have not even formed like the the roots and everything. This one you have to give them time. They were just shooting, but no roots yet. But now at least, because they're in water, in moist soil, not even wet, it's just moist soil, they will shoot up. This is one of the containers with the okra. The other one is out there. So we see like the other new leaves are coming. This is where I'm going to be adding excuse me, our container with the other one we prepare. It is at the end, it is right there. So as I get peels, I just save them. I will add them into the bottle. Remember, I made a bottle and a support. The support is still there, by the way. The support is still there. Then here we have our, look at that. Now remember how we started with like a plant that had, now see how the container is becoming full and full full like daily. Like every time I give an update, you see it, and also there is a new, it's also coming up from there. And this is a wild strawberry. So we're going to see how it performs. We'll just see how it performs. Then this is what we need to transplant. This is black nightshade that I just decided to grow there. This is part of the seeds that I usually say. You get volunteers in your garden, you get some indigenous crops. And they are usually so strong, they don't die that easily. They are usually so strong, they perform so well, even better than the seeds that you say, I bought hybrid seeds and this and that. No, the ones that are suited to the area, that they just grow by themselves, are strong. It's only that you would need like to save lots of seed for you to have like a continuous supply of that. Then you just keep on sprinkling, so they just keep on coming up. But sometimes for the hybrid, some are strong, some it's a different story. Thanks to the hybrid, we have like you get to harvest more, because their goal is to give seeds which you can get like a bigger yield, an increased yield. But then the plants, the indigenous plants, if you can save the seeds, well and good. So that is the sun still. You see the root system here. This one has performed so well, so well. So definitely I will defend this method. I will defend this method. So compared to standing in water and compared to standing it in sand. In sand, I would love to, I think another day we will leave to this one so that we look at the root system and compare it with this. The tomatoes will go to the tomato corner. Then there are bits behind there that I also need to take. Then the radish. Then there is eggplant. This one we haven't like done any transplanting. And also for the onions, we haven't done any transplanting. Plus the papaya. By the way, the papaya is still there. The papaya are still there. And this is the watermelon. Wow, so I have enjoyed this night garden, just slow and nice, and getting to see the changes. By the way, you might not notice, but for me, the way I look at it daily, and daily I'm here, like I see it. I saw it when it was that small, and now it is like here, and now we are waiting for it to shoot up. and even the strawberry, now it has like filled the top. Now even if I take it outside, at least the soil will it will remain moist. I'll not be losing a lot from evaporation, but I still need to top up without covering that point where you see there is new growth coming. So that will be the end of night 35. Wow, I mean night 35. Well, it is by grace we got to night 35, and it is looking good, looking really really good. So let us meet tomorrow for the night garden 90 nights, night 36. Wow, bye.